Hey guys, we've got a very cool car to show you today. I'm Adam and welcome to the channel. In today's episode, we have got the brand new XPENG G6. What are you excited to see today, Ollie?
Well, I want to tell you all about the G6. I've had this for a while now. I want to tell you what it's like on the UK roads, give you an honest review. On top of that, I want to talk about some of the really cool features, because there's a couple of features in here that I don't see many people talk about. And there has been one thing that has infuriated me. It's so annoying. If you want to hear what it is, keep watching. Just to let you guys know, we release an episode every single Friday. Next week, we check out the brand new Hyundai Santa Fe plug-in hybrid. So hit that subscribe button so you don't miss that episode. XPENG aren't just making cars, they're making flying cars. They have one called the X2 from HT Aero, and it takes to the skies with cutting-edge AI. They are a leader in AI development. In 2023, they even partnered with VW to create 2 all-new electric vehicles for the Chinese market. And check this out, they have a humanoid robot called Iron. It's packed with advanced AI, human-like movement, and a mind-blowing 720-degree vision system. And it actually helps out on the production line. A really good thing is there's no trim levels with the XPENG G6. They all get the same standard equipment. You just go standard range or long range. And every G6 comes with these. 360 cameras, heated steering wheel, heated front seats, heated rear seats, and ventilated front seats. Soft and tactile faux leather upholstery, 20-inch rims, 2 ventilated wireless charge pads, panoramic sunroof. Let's talk about some stats then with the standard range G6. 0 to 62 in 6.9 seconds. That'll be interesting to see what it's like, because it does feel a little bit quicker than that. Also, 255 brake horsepower. That's more than enough for most families that I think are going to be driving this car. 66 kilowatt hour battery, and it is a lithium iron phosphate battery, which is good because it means you can charge up to 100% more, and it's got better cycles, for example, like 2,000 to 5,000 life cycles compared to an NMC battery, which lasts around 1,000 to 2,000. But we can talk more about batteries later on. And then that's going to give you 270 miles of range. Now, I have done a few little calculations because this does it a little bit different, but I will tell you later on what I've been averaging, because as always here at Car Chat TV, we want to do real life tests to give you real example of what range you can expect. 270 is what they say on the standard range battery you can get. I'll let you know if I've come close to that. Vehicle warranty with XPENG is 5 years or 75,000 miles, either or. Battery warranty is 8 years or 100,000 miles, either or. And a little bit of a fact here, XPENG is actually named after its co-founder, He Xiaopeng. One thing I want to show you is the noise. When you're going on lower speeds, like from 15 mile an hour up in around the villages, can you hear this? I'm not going to talk, so you hopefully can hear it. There's a bit of a whine. There's a bit of a whine coming from the front, and this is rear wheel drive, so it's something coming really I can hear from the bonnet. But most of the time, it's really quiet in here because you've got like double acoustic glass in the front and the back. And I think it's a good level of glass on your panoramic sunroof as well. So it is pretty quiet in the cabin, which is good because a lot of people want an electric car, want a relaxing space, and it is quiet, just pottering around. You just notice that whine every now and again when you're doing a bit of a low speeds. Visibility has been great. There are things that you think, oh my gosh, there's some things here that could hinder your visibility, like these A-pillars on the front. They're pretty thick, and then built into that, you've got that attention monitor. The rear windscreen is pretty small, and without all the tech and the cameras, it would be pretty hard to maneuver this beast about. Because you've got the tech and the cameras, it's easy. So visibility is good as well. And the panoramic sunroof just pours so much light in here, so it's really light and airy too. Jing them with the G6 standard range. Max charge of 210 kilowatts. Fast charge, you're looking at 10 to 80% in 20 minutes. 7 kilowatt wall box at home, 0 to full, 10 hours. What do you think about them times? Let's talk about sales in the UK then, because XPENG launched in March 2025. And despite the launch, actual sales of the XPENG in the UK have been pretty limited. Through July 2025, XPENG have sold only 164 vehicles, which indicates a modest market entry compared to other Chinese brands. One thing I want to talk to you about is suspension. Now, I've seen a lot of magazines, not all, but some, absolutely slate the G6 on the suspension, saying it's really jolty and you get loads of thuds. And I've got to say, I think they're wrong. I don't see or have that experience from driving this car. I think it's been pretty good soaking up the lumps and bumps of the road. I've driven it on so many different roads. At the moment we're quite on a smooth one, and it's pretty good. I say the whole car is built for comfort and smoothness. There's no drama, like it's not as dramatic as a Tesla when you put your foot down performance-wise, but in terms of suspension, it's just taken everything each road has got to give me, and it's just done really well with it. The one thing I would say is, when you do hit some of the bigger potholes, you do feel it, right? They're a bit of a thud, but I wouldn't say it throws you around and then it's completely unsettling, because it kind of made me think differently. Because I read some of these reviews, I thought, oh man, it's going to be an absolute horrible car to drive if everyone's saying about the suspension. And it's been okay. It's like when someone goes to a movie and says, oh, it's a really bad movie, and you think, oh, it's actually okay. Exactly this with the G6, and I think for most people it's going to be comfy enough. In fact, I think some people might go even further and say, what are they talking about? Suspension's pretty good and nice and comfortable. One thing that is really good is that you can have a Sentry cam, a dash cam. You just put a USB stick underneath your center console and it will record to that, because I know it's been a talking point when we spoke about other cars like BYD, and a deciding factor for some people in the comments have said, Tesla's got a built-in dash cam. If that car had it, I would get it. This has got those things, so that's really handy. Good handy feature, XPENG.
Okay, so let me walk around this car and show you what it's like, because it has some divided opinions, I think. I mean, me personally, I'm quite divided about the overall look of this car, but I really want to hear your thoughts actually in the comments as well. Ollie, you quite like it, don't you?
Not really.
Not really?
I think
You don't like it?
the exterior is a bit...
I was hoping you'd say, yes, I really like it.
It's a bit blob-like for me. I think,
Really?
obviously, we've seen the second generation facelift, where I think they made a mistake, didn't they? These light bar, now this bit is out of the way and it's all continuous one light bar, which looks good. I just feel not much has gone into it. They just want it to look understated. It's very smooth and sleek.
I think, yeah, it doesn't help that this car is white, but starting with the front here, you've got these two sort of lights, and they look like a bit of like eyes that are sort of half shut looking at you. And this is quite BYD-esque, isn't it?
These shapes.
The shapes on the side here. So, I don't know. I'm not sure about the front, but you'll have to let us know what you think in the comments.
I think they could have gone, I mean, there is the facelift now, but I think they could have gone even thinner with the lights, because obviously you've got your main lamps down here. I just wanted to see a little bit more thinking out the box.
It could have looked a bit cooler. I think if they had like a similar vibe to the Tesla Model Y,
yeah.
I think it would just look too similar.
I'll tell you one thing I have noticed. How far do the wing mirrors stick out? Look at that, I can get my whole arm. I don't know if that's good for aero. What? I guess it is, because that's the way they designed it. But when you're driving the car, the distance is quite far and they're quite big.
All right, what do you think for these wheels then?
Yeah, I mean, 20 inches.
They're wheels.
Both the same on the standard and the long range. There's not much to it. Diamond
They're
cut.
okay. I mean, the design, you know, works well. I feel like if you were to put into AI, design me some wheels, you'd probably get something like that. I like that it says XPENG on the side here, just in case you forget. That's pretty good. These door handles, let's talk about those quick, because they open this way, which sort of doesn't work if you use your thumb, but if you use your finger, it does work. So just
back it up, right? One other thing that's annoying.
Oh.
Right, I'm just going to lock it, walk up. I haven't been able to figure out the keyless entry. So I'm walking up, got here, press this, open. So I thought it would have keyless entry, because the amount of standard tech it has got, but it doesn't really work.
Why are the indicators flashing?
So I actually press on that. But if you do know how to get it working, maybe it's a setting for the infotainment, let me know in the comments.
Okay, moving round to the side then. This is a side profile, just to give you an idea of size. It's like a pretty good size.
It feels chunky at the back, doesn't it? It feels chunky.
Quite chunky, yeah. Definitely, it's a similar shape to the Model Y. I don't really know what else to say about it. It's quite sloping back, because you've got this sort of black part of the roof, which is the pano roof. It just makes the shape look a little bit better, doesn't it? A bit more sleeker.
I've got a question.
Go on.
Why on earth have they got this weird black trim insert? Why is that not just all white?
That's a very good question.
Anybody let me know, because that just looks weird.
So moving around the back, does it get much better?
No.
No.
I mean,
you don't like the back as well.
It's do you know what? I think it's a car that, again, design is so subjective, but it's just a bit understated. There's nothing to talk about. It's just like, right, it's very smooth. I feel like there's not much effort gone into it.
There's no wow factor to it.
Yeah.
But XPENG are not going to be very happy with you about this.
Hey, it's just what I'm saying.
We're
the exterior,
genuine car journalists, but it says XPENG, and the G6 looks quite sporty on the back there. And these thin lights, I do, quite like the thin lights. I think at the back is an okay. I mean, it's definitely better than the front. I'll give you that.
The next facelift looks much better. That's what I'm saying. I think the designers of XPENG knew that straight away, and we did a review on the long range model, and a lot of people in the comments were saying that. So I think this was a good start, but they're building to make it look a little bit more attractive.
Pause on the video just to share with you some of our latest links. We've got some exclusive members content for you, so we're going to bring brand new lease deals and some car news for you, and some exclusive shorts as well. We've also got a brand new Patreon, so if you want your name featured in our videos, please sign up and follow the link in the description, as well as some brand new merch. We've got some cool designs I want you to check out and let us know what you think.
Let's talk about the boot space then with the G6. You get 571 litres of boot space. It's not as big as a Model Y, obviously, but I think they are prioritising the rear passengers. But you have got a little bit of space underneath when you lift this carpet up, underneath there, and it's all felted as well, which is quite good, and a little bit of a cubby to put stuff in. Now, the parcel shelf, not a lot of people know this, but the parcel shelf, I've heard, doubles up as a projector screen. So when you go camping, which you can do with this car, and there's got a sleep mode, which I'll show you later, you can use your parcel shelf to play your favourite movies on. I think that's pretty cool. Also, you've got a little power outlet here, which is pretty handy, 12 volts, flicks up. But does it have a frunk? No, it doesn't. That is a little bit frustrating because, as you can see here, there is a little bit of space, and I think they could have developed one and put a frunk in there. You'll have to let me know what you think about that in the comments. Okay, I want to talk to you about what the XPENG is like when you're in sport mode. Put it in launch, foot to the floor. I tell you what, it is quick, and then it kind of plateaus off. But when you go into the corners, this is when you start to feel the weight of the car and the body roll. This is why I'd like a bit more bolsters in my seat, really, just to keep me in place. But I don't really think most people are going to get this for a car that is agile and sporty. But it does have a sport mode, and it does have that launch, which gives you a little bit more, and you just, oh, you could just, it moves about quite a lot when you're trying to go for a spirited, animated drive. It is a bit fun though, because it feels like maybe you're going to lose a bit of control, so it's kind of engaging because you're having to tell it what to do. And on the sport mode, you've got it on that stiffest setting, which is really good. And like I said earlier, it's a bit vague in terms of road feel and tyre behaviour at the front, but put that foot down. Yeah, it's not quite got enough power like other electric vehicles out there. One cool feature that the XPENG G6 has is the auto park feature. So when you go into a car park, you see this little icon here, you click the P, and then it will show you, this is mind-blowing stuff, it will show you the car parking spaces, and you can literally select one. I mean, there's one all the way down here I could select, but I'm going to go here, one closest to us, and I'm going to click Start Auto Park, release the brake pedal, and let's see what it does. There's a lady coming, hang on. I'm doing a test at the moment, no hands. She's walking across, she's coming across there. Oh, right, it's reversing back. And you can see, oh, it tells you 21 foot. It literally tells you how much foot you've got. That's going in. I thought it was quite a big space actually, but that's quite tight. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness, is it gonna stop in time? Okay. I pressed stop on that because I was a little bit worried it was going to just drive into the stone. But all of the other bits, really cool. And you can see here, it's given me good width either side to get in and get out. So really cool feature, and a simple case of just clicking the blue car park and then press start. That was awesome. I noticed this earlier, which was really cool. Adam gave me a call on the phone with my car linked to it, and the speaker is in the headrest. And it sounded like Adam was actually in the headrest and behind me, and I've never really had that in a car before. Normally it comes out the front speakers, and it was just quite immersive and quite interesting and clear, and I just wanted to share that with you. When you get in an XPENG, someone rings you, you start hearing them literally in the headrest, and it's kind of weird. It's almost like they're in your head. Okay, one of the most important things is when you're looking to buy any car is what are the comfort levels like in the rear seats when you're on an actual journey. I've got Adam with me, talk to me.
Okay, so just to tell you about my experience in the back of the G6 and what it's like, let's start off with my knee room. I've actually got quite a lot of knee room here, so if you are tall, you can have no problems at all. And the actual presence of the seats in front of you, they're quite easy to see around. So let me just show you. You can see you've got quite good visibility. These windows are definitely big enough, and with the panoramic, I'll say it in a minute, panoramic sunroof, it's actually just a really pleasant place to be. I mean, all the materials are very soft and they are very nice to feel and to sit on. And then in here, you've got nothing. There's nothing in there. I thought there was going to be some cup holders, but they're here. So you just actually flick this out, and these just feel a bit flimsy, but they are there, which is good. And there's no through load, just to let you know if you were wondering. But there's 2 USB-Cs down here with a flat floor, which is also nice to see. So you get a bit more leg room. People have legs, so yeah, a bit more leg room. And you've also got some grab rails, which I do prefer to have in the car. Also, just wanted to mention in the back that you've got reclining seats, and they do actually recline like fairly far. Like, I'm actually feel like I'm sort of laying down right now. So yeah, it's quite handy, to be fair. Right, let me show you around the interior of this G6 then, starting with the seats that move as you come in. It's quite interesting. It just lifted me up quite high then. So I think you can set your preferences. It's got memory seats, which is nice to see. They're all electric. And just to start off, the materials of this car it's very nice. It is very nice. I feel like it's a little bit more luxury, really, with this sort of fabric here, and just the various materials just seem quite luxury, don't they?
Yeah, first thing I like to do when I get into any car, and this is £39,990, £5,000 cheaper than the Tesla. First thing I like to do is just feel up here, because most manufacturers and brands give you the scratchy stuff, but this has got a bit of give. So straight away, that is very tactile. Steering wheel, it's not circular, it's massive and chunky. This is going to be Marmite. I love it because I love a big, thick, girthy object in my hand, and so that works really well. Down here,
That did sound weird.
what? Stitching's good, and I'll tell you one thing, which you haven't said, which I thought you might do, is when you get in the seats, immediately, like, you plunge into them. They got so much give, and they're pretty comfortable, and they feel.
I mean, the first thing anyone notices is materials, aren't they? And the seats, they are quite squishy. They're quite nice, aren't they?
I would say the bolsters could be a bit bigger.
Really?
Yeah, especially when you're driving a little bit. They just don't. I feel like a lot of manufacturers don't give you proper bolsters anymore.
They don't grab you.
Unless, like, you're in a BMW, and even like in the older BMWs, you have really nice ones where they just grip you and it feels like a bit of a hug.
Definitely. So moving on to this main focus of the interior, which is this quite big screen, and we can say it's very responsive, isn't it? It's no lag. It's just very nice to use.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't see like a bit of an XPENG there in the background.
Yeah.
That is. I tell you what, I'm so impressed with the tech and software in this car. Now, everything, like Adam said, no lag, works really well. You've got some really cool apps, mindfulness space, sleep space.
It's not overly like visually pleasing, is
No,
it?
I mean these look a bit dated, a bit like the old school BYD stuff. But
the speakers are good as well. Just 'cause I can hear a few noises. You've got speakers up here, up here for your back, and all around the car, which is lovely to see.
It's got a good option as well. So if I slide my finger over here, you can split your screen in pretty much middle
Any
or over.
configuration.
Yeah,
Yeah,
in
it's
any
quite interesting.
And so that works really well. The sat nav, you've got this, it's very much like Tesla. And a lot of people say it's a bit of a copy on the Tesla, which you can see that because they know that's what works. Again, with the aircon, you can turn it on.
That's it. I still prefer some buttons or something. There's no, thing you can move the fans around with. It's all just done. Everything's done in the screen.
Can I say something? And then I want you to tell me
All right, go on then.
what you feel about it. So on the steering wheel, this button and this button, I can turn the fan up and down.
Okay.
That's pretty cool, isn't
Yeah.
it? Very handy when you're going along.
Yeah.
And, okay, you see this roller? That is the temperature, up and down. So I can go up and down on the temperature, and then up and down with my fan. And once you've set it on here, whereabouts they are, because if you want to close them off, just tap it once, close it off, and then you can get there, tap it once.
That is good. I like that.
If you press and hold this button, it's a favourite button, right? So look, little star. You've actually got these. Now, what's annoying is it doesn't do the drive modes, but you've got open and close trunk, which I've got it on the moment, which is really good. Turn on and off camera, activate your lane keep assist, which is the same as the Xpilot, autopilot, and then obviously you can see the others. But at the moment, check this out. So I parked up, press that, boots open. Really cool. And then
that's
do all the stuff, press that, closes.
That is definitely handy. Yeah, people know how that works. Yeah.
So that's a good favourite button and really good.
That's a really good feature. Well done. Moving on to the centre console then, because I just find my first impression about getting into this car was this centre console is really high. Like, I feel like it takes up a lot of room.
I know what you're saying. I think the width of it, and you've got a bit of storage underneath them for your USB and stuff. There's
USB and a bit of storage here, but stuff's just going to roll around here.
But I think it's wide because it gives me a bit of a homely feel, because it's like a big armchair.
You feel like you're in an armchair.
Yeah, but it looks robust, doesn't it? It looks durable. It's wide. It's big.
Yeah.
You've got these cup holders in there.
They look quite small to me. I thought you wouldn't get any big bottles in there, would you?
No.
But these are quite cool. 2 double chargers and they're ventilated
I've
as
got
well.
to say, that is the best wireless phone charger I've ever used. But I need to tell you this. Because this is a bit of a design fault that I figured out. And I figured it out really quick. As soon as I got in at the start of the week.
Right.
Right, so you lean over here to start using the infotainment. Where does my elbow go, Adam? Where does my elbow go?
Straight on there.
Every single time, as I'm leaning across,
Yeah, but that's because your arms are that long.
I just think that is it's happened to me so many times.
Well, everyone's got the same length arms as you, but yeah, I can understand.
Yeah.
That is a bit of a fault, to be fair.
I think what would have been good, because they positioned it centrally, and obviously it works with the symmetry. I just think you could have had. Do you know what I mean? You the same. You try it. Just try and do something on the infotainment.
Yeah, see, my arms are a bit...
Your arm's a bit short. Yeah.
Get rid of your arm, because feast your eyes at this, because that is quite a hole, isn't it?
I mean, I quite like this. For me, it's really techy. You've got 2 wireless phone chargers. You've got a bit of space down here as well. No glove box. That's annoying.
Yeah, true. No glove box. Even in the Tesla, you could open it, but...
Yeah, and no front space, which we showed you as well. So it's like, that's all you've got, which might be enough for you. But I actually think the way they've done the infotainment's great, but the cabin is actually... Again, it's a bit understated. It's on the classy side.
Yeah, no, it looks definitely up there. It's quite not luxury, but another gripe. So the grab handles, reach for those for me. Where are they?
In the back.
Why are they only in the back?
I don't know.
Doesn't make sense, does it?
That's one thing they could have done.
That's a bit annoying.
But I do like these, the little buttons to open and close the door. Then you've got this, look, staring at you.
What's that?
That is the alert monitor. So if the driver's getting drowsy or not paying attention, that'll signify a little bit of a message on there. But you can turn it all off from the infotainment. But we've seen it before. Sometimes they're on the DigiDash, and now they've started to integrate them into pillars. A cool feature I want to show you, which after having it, I think it should be in all cars. And obviously, I think this is what they must do in China. So you go into sleep space, right?
Adjust your seat mode manually to start sleep.
Okay, right, so you can sleep in the car. Now, you can actually buy, so it's setting everything up because it's saying you're going to sleep, or maybe you put it on charge, you want a little bit of a lie down. But check it out, so we do this, and then we go seat mode, and it shows you this. Look at these options. So, single bed mode, lay passenger seat flat, dual bed mode, yeah, and then, or travel mode, so then you do some bits with the back. Anyway, we're going to go single bed mode. Next step.
Please follow the instructions to complete the preparation steps before adjusting the seat.
So you can remove the headrest, which we're not going to do. We're literally going to go, okay, next.
After clicking to start adjustment, please leave the front seat, and the passenger seat will automatically recline.
Okay, this is going to be you, Adam. So.
What? Oh my God.
Is it going forwards? Is it crushing your legs?
Yeah.
Quick, get out then. See what happens to your seat. See what happens to your seat. Brings it forward.
I had to jump out.
There we go. Now this is going to go all the way back. And so what you can do is you could literally just sleep. So it's going to go completely flat. Now if you imagine that you do both seats like this as well, and you buy a cheap blow-up mattress from Amazon, or maybe like a thick topper, you can literally put it on. Let's just pause adjusting because...
The front passenger seat has been reclined, entering the sleep space soon.
So basically, we didn't take the headrest off. So if you look there, obviously that is putting a bit of pressure on that. But if you take that off, that has been designed perfectly to marry up to the rear seat, so you can lie down. Or even if you just wanted to lie down normally in this seat, it goes all the way back. I think that's brilliant. But look at this. I can actually change the backdrop, so I can have moonlight.
That's pretty cool.
Imagine just a load of people in the UK lying down, charging up, just getting asleep.
It's not bad, yeah.
And you've got obviously the pano roof, so that, again, there's so much romance you can have in this car. One thing that has been really frustrating about having the XPENG G6 is the app. I really wanted to test the app out. I haven't been able to get it to work. Literally, my email address has been registered. I go over to here. Now, if you don't know, you just go log into your account, and then it will show you a QR code. So I go over to here, and then I literally press the button on my app to scan the QR code. I do that, then it registers, confirm and sign in. But thank you, very good, all synchronizing the stuff. But when I come onto this bit here, I cannot have any controls of the car through the app. So I can't open it via the app, I can't precondition the car. And it's just been really frustrating. I've deleted the app, I've logged in, logged out, I've done everything. I've told the PR team as well, it shouldn't be this hard to be able to get the app to sync to the car. When I had the Tesla and I used the login details for that, everything worked really good. So it's just a bit annoying, frustrating, and slightly concerning because I'm a bit of a gadget geek with my tech. Everything works really well, but I just haven't been able to use the app. If anyone's got the XPENG G6, did you have the same problem trying to use the app? What did you do? Let me know in the comments. Right, let's do a launch in the G6. I'm in sport mode. I've got launch toggle on. Floor it. Good traction. And there we go, that's 60. And they say 6.9 seconds, 0 to 62. I guess it feels like that. When you're on the move, it does feel quick though. I've got it in sport mode at the moment, and it is addictive, but I tell you what, this car feels like it's more about being smooth rather than dramatic, because I didn't really feel my head being plunged back into my headrest. It just kind of did it in a real smooth manner, just like pulling away. But when you're doing about in the sort of mid-range speeds and you just jab your foot on the accelerator, that's when you do get a little bit of a kick. But overall, it's pretty smooth. But I think the performance is definitely enough for most people. Regen. I want to talk to you about Regen because obviously a lot of cars nowadays, they have the paddles that you can customize. With this, it's all through the infotainment, and there are 4 levels. I've been using 2. So on the motorways and the A roads, I literally put it in medium, and that gives me a little bit of regen when I'm going a bit faster, but the momentum of the car takes me forward. Then when I'm in towns and villages, I put it in X pedal, and this is still not that harsh. Literally, when you lift off, there it is. It's not too harsh, and it doesn't bring you to a complete standstill either. It will like tickle along down the road for you. So I think that's pretty good. And once you've put it in that like regen mode you want, like sit back, it's done. But I just didn't really get on with the other ones. Medium and X pedal, they're the 2 I'd use. Now we're going to talk about what is known as the Xpilot. So a little bit like Tesla's autopilot, very similar. You pull the stalk, if you put it down once, it will do the adaptive cruise control, and then on your buttons here you can do your distance. But if you pull it down twice, there you go. And just like on the Tesla, it goes blue on your display screen here. It's just come off because the lines on the road have changed. There we go. And you've got to keep your hands on the wheel. Really good. And then the scroller here, you can actually use your miles per hour, flick it up and down. Really easy to use. Everyone's overtaking me because I'm doing the speed limit. Yeah, DPD, I don't mind calling you out. So there you go, there's the Xpilot. It's working well, you can see it's on. And yeah, it's just really good. Just like you would expect in the autopilot on the Tesla. Another good level of tech, and you can get it cheaper than what that would be on the Tesla. So I just wanted to show you how easy it is just to tug on the stalk. 1 for the adaptive cruise control, and then 2 for the LCC, which they call it the lane center control. Okay, in my opinion, I think the standard range is probably a better option to get. 1, it's cheaper, it's under the £40,000 luxury car tax. 2, it's got a lithium phosphate ion battery, which means you get more cycles of life. Yeah, they're less energy dense than a nickel magnesium cobalt one, which means you're not going to get the same miles of range, but you don't have to worry so much charging it to 100%. You can do it every day. All right. Another thing, how cool is this? I've just indicated, you've seen this before in other cars, but you've got your cameras, and the quality of cameras are absolutely great. And you can move this around on your screen so you can really see that visual display on that camera. That's really handy. What I want to know is, what do you guys think? What would you have? What would give you more peace of mind? Would you prefer the nickel magnesium cobalt and do 80% and have a more energy dense battery, get more miles of range, but you've got to spend more money for it? Or would you go for something like this? Let me know in the comments. Let's talk about competition. So we've got the G6 standard range is £39,990. Then you've got the Tesla Model Y base rear wheel drive, £44,990. Hyundai Ioniq 5, £39,995. The Kia EV6, £40,000, good looking car. The Renault Scenic E-Tech plug-in hybrid, you could try, that's around £33,000. What would you have over those? One really cool feature is that it shows you in inches. I don't know if you can change that to centimeters, but I've seen this in other cars as well, like the BYD and MG, you've got it. And that's really handy because it gives you a bit of a reference point of how far you are from an object. But the quality of cameras, I mean, come on, look at this. And this is standard in all G6s. You've got this, you can press over here, and I think there's a 3D option. Just really clever tech. There you go, so you can see what you're driving over. Okay, real world range. And you know what, the news is good. We've been on a huge journey today, filming with the car, doing loads of different types of driving, all through different modes. And we are finished. And I've got 23.3 kilowatt hours per 100 miles. Now that equates to 4.2 miles per kilowatt hour. And that gives us 66 kilowatt hour battery, which this has 277 miles of range. That's 7 miles more than XPENG say that this can do. So that's pretty good. And actually, any XPENG owners of the standard range model, let me know what range you have been getting in the comments. Can you beat 277? Let me know.
Okay, so that's been our episode on this XPENG G6, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on this car, see what you think, and we'll reply to as many comments as we can. But it is a good option. The tech is great. But Ollie, what's your verdict? Do you have one?
Yeah, I think it's good. I think for £5,000 cheaper than the Model Y, for the type of tech you have got, I would say that tech is on par. It's just preference of which one that you would choose. I think it's a great option, especially with under 40k, 39,990. Let me know what you think of the G6 in the comments below. As always, throw us a like if you like the episode, get subbed to Car Chat TV, and we will see you on the next one.
If you've made it this far, thank you ever so much for watching. I've just popped up 2 more videos on your screen that you also may like. If you do watch one, let me know what you think.